Something strange is happening in the world of Hollywood, and this time it's about a couple that seemed too unlikely to exist in the first place. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet. From the moment their romance first hit the tabloids, the internet couldn't believe it. She was the billionaire beauty mogul from one of the most public families on earth. He was the quiet, artsy movie star who usually spends his nights reading scripts, not posing on yachts. Yet somehow they collided, and for a while it worked. They were spotted laughing at concerts, whispering during award shows, and making the kind of eye contact that made people say, wait, are Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet actually together? But now the story might be taking a darker turn. According to multiple reports, Kylie Jenner has been dumped by Timothée, and not just quietly. There are whispers that he pulled away first, leaving Kylie confused, hurt, and maybe even embarrassed. What went wrong between the most unexpected couple in Hollywood? Let's go deep. When their romance began back in 2023, fans thought it was just a publicity stunt. I mean, how could it not be? Kylie, the queen of curated perfection, every move calculated, every post planned. Dan Timothée, the soft-spoken indie darling who talks about poetry in interviews. But the thing is, it wasn't fake. Insiders later confirmed they had real chemistry. Kylie loved that Timothée was different from her usual type. Grounded, creative, intelligent, he wasn't obsessed with fame, and that was refreshing. For his part, Timothée reportedly found Kylie's confidence magnetic. She wasn't intimidated by his world, she was fascinated by it. They connected on late-night phone calls, spontaneous getaways, and quiet dinners in Beverly Hills, where, for once, nobody else mattered. By mid-2024, they were officially Hollywood's most surprising love story. But here's where things started to shift. Fame doesn't rest, and neither do two people living in opposite realities. Timothée's schedule exploded. Between Dune, Part 2, Wonka, and a string of high-profile projects, he was constantly traveling. Kylie, meanwhile, was balancing motherhood, running her billion-dollar business, and filming for the Kardashians. They tried to make it work, but distance changes people. By early 2025, insiders noticed a pattern. Kylie was showing up to events alone. Timothée was avoiding questions about her altogether. The couple who once made everyone say "aw" had suddenly gone silent. That silence was loud. According to Cosmopolitan and The Mirror, one of the biggest reasons behind their split wasn't drama, cheating, or betrayal. It was something deeper, a mismatch of life goals. Kylie, now in her mid-20s with 2 kids, reportedly wanted stability. She's been there, done that, and was ready to think about marriage again, maybe another child. Timothée, he's at the peak of his career. Sources close to him said the last thing he wants right now is to slow down, let alone become a stepfather. One friend allegedly put it bluntly, he loves her, but he's not ready for her world. That world means being photographed every day, being discussed in every gossip column, and dealing with the Kardashian-Jenner circus. For a guy like Timothée, who once said he prefers his private life to stay private, that's exhausting. Then came the interview that made everything worse. During a major press junket, a reporter casually asked Timothée about his relationship with Kylie. Instead of smiling and dodging like usual, he said something along the lines of, "I don't have anything to say." That line hit the internet like a thunderclap. Fans dissected it word by word. Was he being respectful of privacy or signaling that it was over? Inside sources later told Daily Mail that Kylie was devastated. She felt blindsided. She thought they had agreed to keep things quiet, but not cold. It was like he erased her in front of the world, one insider claimed. That same week, Kylie posted a set of photos on Instagram. All smiles, tropical beaches, glossy filters, but followers noticed her captions felt off. Too happy. Forced. Almost like she was pretending. And as one source told Yahoo Entertainment, Kylie's learning that even billionaires can't control heartbreak. Let's rewind for a moment to understand why this hit so hard for her. Kylie isn't just any celebrity, she's someone who built her identity on control over her image, her brand, her narrative. Every post is strategy, every move is monetized. But love isn't something you can filter. Timothée represented something real, something raw. When he walked away, that foundation cracked. And people close to her say she's been struggling with that. Not because she needs him, but because for the first time she let her guard down and it didn't work out. But before we crown Timothée the villain, it's worth looking at his side. This is a guy who spent years avoiding tabloid chaos. He doesn't like drama. He doesn't post his private life online. For him, dating Kylie Jenner meant entering a world where privacy doesn't exist. Every time they were seen together, headlines exploded. Every whisper became a story. At first, he tolerated it because he genuinely liked her. But over time, the noise grew unbearable. According to one insider quoted in The Mirror, he started feeling like he was losing himself in her brand. For someone who whose identity is built on artistic independence, that's the ultimate nightmare. He didn't want to become Kylie Jenner's boyfriend. He wanted to stay Timothée Chalamet, the actor, not the accessory. That's the tragic irony. The very thing that made them fascinating as a couple also tore them apart. By the time fans realized something was wrong, it was already too late. The red carpet appearances stopped. The mutual visits to each other's homes in Beverly Hills and Hidden Hills reportedly dried up. Even paparazzi who used to track their every move began to say they hadn't seen them together in months. Then came the headline that confirmed what everyone feared. Kylie Jenner has been dumped. According to the Daily Mail, Timothée called things off weeks ago, citing schedule conflicts and emotional distance. Kylie insiders say didn't see it coming. One source described her reaction in 3 words: shocked, sad, silent. Apparently she's focusing on her kids and work, but close friends say she's heartbroken. She really thought he was the one, a source told Mirror UK. She was ready to settle, but he wasn't. Public reaction has been intense. On social media, fans are split. Some think Kylie deserves better, someone who can match her energy and fame without feeling overshadowed. Others sympathize with Timothée, arguing that he never signed up for a reality TV level relationship. And while both camps argue online, neither star has publicly commented. No breakup statement, no closure, just a digital wall of silence. That silence keeps the internet buzzing because when two people refuse to explain, fans fill the gap with theories. Some claim it's just a cooling off phase. Others believe it's a total breakup. But one thing is clear, both of them are moving differently now. Kylie's been seen out with friends more, smiling that rehearsed Kardashian smile. Timothée, meanwhile, is all business. Shooting films, skipping parties, staying off gossip radars. For two people who once couldn't stay off the front page, this sudden quiet feels deafening. And here's where it gets more complicated. Rumor has it that Timothée might already be reconnecting with people from his old circle, friends from New York, possibly even an ex. Nothing confirmed, of course, but whispers say he's seeking grounding. Kylie, meanwhile, is said to be in reflection mode, focusing on self-care, spending time with her kids, and reevaluating what she really wants in a partner. And that's the irony of Hollywood. Two people can live in palaces, fly private, own empires, and still get lost in miscommunication. Maybe Timothée wasn't ready for her world, or maybe she wasn't ready to leave hers for his. Either way, what started as a fairy tale has turned into a case study in how fame, ambition, and love rarely play nice together. So where does that leave them now? Officially, neither has confirmed a breakup, but unofficially, the signs are everywhere. The absence of joint appearances, the silence from their reps, the cryptic captions, the body language, everything points to a separation. Maybe temporary, maybe final. Some fans still hope for a reunion. They picture a quiet coffee date in Los Angeles, a late night phone call, a "we were just on a break" moment straight out of a rom-com. But if you ask the insiders, the vibe feels different this time. Final, clean break, done. Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet gave Hollywood one of its strangest, most fascinating love stories. A tale of two worlds colliding under flashing cameras and relentless attention. It wasn't scandalous in the usual way. There were no cheating rumors, no public fights, no broken wine glasses or Twitter wars. It was simply the quiet tragedy of two people who loved each other but couldn't fit into each other's lives. For Kylie, this might be the wake-up call that not every love story can be controlled. Not every heartbreak can be rebranded. For Timothée, it's a reminder that even the most private souls can't hide forever when they fall for a Jenner. And that, my friends, is the story that's got Hollywood talking tonight. Was Kylie dumped? Maybe. Or maybe both of them realized that sometimes the fairy tale just doesn't survive reality. Either way, the chapter is closing, and the internet, as always, is watching.